I'm seriously starting to believe there may not be any saving this country. It may be too far gone. Fuck! Shit's getting weird in the United States. It's getting bad. They hung a black man in a tree today. I worry that if we keep waiting to leave, the doors will be closed to us if we wait too long. And I personally, I think I have to start packing my shit, man. Like, I don't want to feel forced into leaving my own country because the quality of life here and potentially the future is not worth staying for. I fucking hate that. I don't want to abandon the cause. I don't want to abandon my family. I don't want to abandon my friends. Like, fuck, my family, my grandma and grandpa are 80. They raised me. They're not going anywhere. I don't know what the fuck to do. It literally feels like I have to leave my own country at this point. We are watching hellish shit happen. And it's we're going towards a civil war. I'm seriously starting to believe there may not be any saving this country. I'm seriously starting to believe there may not be any saving this country. I'm seriously starting to believe there may not be any saving this country. It may be too far gone.
All right, Shalom. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham HaKakodash. They were honest to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Salutation and citations to the brothers out there that are laboring and pushing this truth in truth and in sincerity and in charity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To you, I say Shalom. To the Akim and to the Akwath, love you brothers and sisters, Adawan Ratazah, that is to say, Lord willing, hopefully by the end of this lesson, you be edified. This is your brother Amawan Ibad from the GMS Miami Camp, Heralds of Yahweh Shai, 144. Back again with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, as commanded. And as you just saw the video just now, all right, with the lady giving her sentiments, all right. Once again, if I didn't say, the title of this lesson is "It's Gone and It's Not Coming Back." All right, it's gone and it's not coming back. All right, talking about the daughter of Babylon, okay, aka America. All right, this place is circling the drain, man. Okay, literally circling the drain, man. Okay, what you used to know as the American dream, all right, is more so known as a nightmare. People can't believe, all right, this is the place, right, where they thought they would get that picket fence and live the dream life. Okay, yeah, man, we're in a time where prophecy is being revealed. Okay, and the first scripture that comes to mind, okay, is in the book of Jeremiah. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad, right? These nations have drunken the wine of Babylon, meaning her philosophy is going after her ways, all right? Changing their attire, going out of those, all right, dashiki suits and certain attire and apparel that these other nations had. They gave that up to wear a suit and a tie, okay? Going after her ways and her philosophy, okay? Now that the nations realizing that wasn't the best thing for them, man, all right? And these nations are mad because they realize certain policies wasn't in their best interest. Okay. Verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. All right. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Right? So we have nations, all right, they call this the melting pot. You have nations, all right, that are within the daughter of Babylon that are going to start to go back to their own countries, man. That's written in the scripture. We just read it. Okay? These nations are going to start going back to their own homelands because it's better for them. And as you heard the lady speaking, she is an American, okay? And you have Americans who from America that looking to go elsewhere now because how bad the situation has become. People can't believe this is the country that they grew up in, okay? And you even heard us said how it's no coming back from this. And there ain't no coming back from it. It's gone. It's gone. Far gone. Too far gone. All right? And it ain't no coming back from it, man. Why? Because prophecy has to be fulfilled. As the Lord said, all must be fulfilled. And the scriptures tell you that not one is going to fail, meaning the prophecies. Isaiah 34:16. No one of these shall fail, meaning the prophecies. All that is written to come to pass is going to come to pass because the spoken word of the Lord is faithful and true. Okay? So at the end of the day, prophecy is playing out, man. You know, Babylon is not going to be healed, man. Okay? It's not going to be healed, so it's no coming back from it, man. It's circling the drain, man. Okay? This place is languishing, man. Let's go to Isaiah the 24th chapter. Because it speaks about languishing, all right? And why is it happening? Because they broke the everlasting covenant, man. The ordinances of the Most High, all right? They're going after their own ways, all right? And the end result ain't going to be good. This is Isaiah 24, and I start at verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty, meaning proud, the haughty people of the earth do languish. All right? Verse 5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. You see that? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay? So it says, where it says, the earth do languish. All right? It speaks about the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. Okay? When you go into this word languish, it says the world languisheth. All right? When you look it up, literally, in the online etymology, it tells you how it's pointing in the direction of death. Okay? So clearly, man, it's a decline. That's why the scriptures say, we just read it, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. All right? When you get what's that, Psalms? Let's go to it real quick. When you get Psalms, what is this, 82? Psalms 82. Psalms 82 and 5, I think it is. All right, Tawadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, right? All the foundation of the earth are out of course, man. And who's in rulership? Esau, okay? He's in rulership. Everywhere you look, he's in rulership, man. He's the hammer of the earth, okay? And what the scripture tell you in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, how he keep it not at home, man. Okay? He keep it not at home. The scriptures tell you in Psalms 73rd chapter how he have more than heart can wish. Okay? And Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, tell you how he cannot be satisfied, man. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me go to that real quick. Habakkuk chapter 2. I'll jump in here at verse 4 real quick. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Okay, we read that earlier in Jeremiah the 51st chapter. All right? Okay, how the nations are drunken of wine and now the nations are mad. So it says here, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. Okay? His philosophy, man. All right? It says he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home in all these other nations' country. That's why I said that's why the earth is languishing, man. Chopping down all the forestation. Okay? Spraying the chemtrails. Okay? GMO foods, fluoride in waters. All right? It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth them unto him all people. The melting pot, right? Shall not these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? Unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay? Now look at the debt clock, man. All right? 37 trillion. It's no coming back from that. All right? And then you have these other countries like China and Japan. They stop buying the debt, man. So clearly you could see Babylon is not going to be healed, man. There's no coming back from this, man. This is too far gone. And then now you got that cruel king, that cruel lord, all right, that the scripture speaks about in Isaiah the 19th chapter, right? That's coming up with all these unrighteous decrees, man. The scripture speaks about in Isaiah the 10th chapter in the 1st verse. Okay? So you see clearly where it's going, man. It's not going to be healed. There ain't no coming back. And the reason why is because prophecy has to be fulfilled, man. All right? It's no going around the spoken, written word of the Lord. It's faithful and true. So I'm going to end the lesson there, Lord willing. You were edified, giving our honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. That be honest to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Salutation and citations to the brothers out there that are laboring and pushing this truth in truth and in sincerity and in charity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. With that, until the next time, Shalom.